Victoria sponge. Hey guys, we're going to make a nice simple Victorian sponge cake. First up, we're going to get our eggs. We're going to crack them, whisk them, so we can get that chemical, the lecithin, working throughout the whole egg. Okay, because we're going to use that when we start adding it to our butter and our sugar. We're going to sift our dry ingredients to get air through our dry ingredients and to evenly mix and to remove any lumps, so we can get ourselves a nice smooth product. Okay, get our sugar, our butter and our vanilla essence, and we want to bring that up to room temperature. Okay, we can prepare our cake tin. You can make a cartouche with a nice strip of paper around the side, or alternatively you can give it a light spray with oil or a little bit of brushed butter and dust with flour. Just bang out the excess. Okay, soften that butter, use your hand, get it nice and warm. You really want to make sure that your butter's at room temperature when you're making cakes. You want pretty much all your ingredients at room temperature. Your eggs, your butter. Okay, so you want to cream the butter and sugar and vanilla essence so it's nice, light. So creaming butter and sugar does quite a few things, as it says. Nice and light. Once the butter and sugar is beat into a light white consistency, this is when we can start looking at adding the eggs. But we've got to add it nice and slowly, okay, and they've got to be at room temperature. If they're cold, that's going to split straight away. Okay, so just little bit by little bit, and you want to keep it nice and emulsified. Okay, keep creaming, get it nice and light and white. Once you start getting to the end of the eggs, and it starts looking like it could potentially split, that's when you can sort of start looking at adding a little bit of flour, just a little bit, in with your egg, and then that's just going to keep it nice and stabilized and emulsified, so you've got yourself a really nice creamed cake mixture or sponge. Victorian sponge. Okay, I really like a real strong rubber spatula because I can get all that nice, get it all off the side of the bowl, where a wooden spoon doesn't really offer that kind of um, consistent movement of all the ingredients. Okay, right at the end, we're just going to cut in the last bit of our egg and our flour, bring it together, and then that's us. There's our cake mix there. Okay, we're going to pop it into our prepared sponge tin. Make sure you get all your filling out of your cake mix, spread evenly into the tin, and then let's pop that into the oven at 200 degrees Celsius in a fan forced oven, so you get yourself a nice convection of hot air for about 15 minutes. Okay, it's just starting to rise nicely. Alright, let's check if it's ready. Okay, we want to make sure that it springs back, or the skewer comes out nice and clean when you insert it into the center. Remove from the oven and allow to cool. Alright, now it's nice and cool, and we're going to do the assembly of the jam and the cream. So go all the way around the edge of the cake and then go through. You'll get yourself a nice even layer. Spread it with the jam using a palette knife. And then spread your whipped cream over. Put the lid on and then just dust it with some nice icing sugar. Serve it onto a nice clean plate. There you have it, guys. A nice classic English Victorian sponge with jam and whipped cream.